record.
Okay.
Hey.
Well, hello everybody. It is the 7th of October, and we're excited to kind of give you all the scoop for the month ahead. Glad to have you with us. And we'll just kind of start off with prayer. Do we have any prayer requests? Anybody have anything
Anita,
specific?
you got a prayer request, right?
Yeah. Um, Today, Debbie Taylor was admitted into the hospital this morning with heart problems. And first thing in the morning, they'll do a heart cath.
Okay, Debbie Taylor is a longtime Mary Kay friend of ours and been in the biz for a long time. So yes, we will keep Debbie and lift her.
And childhood friend of mine.
A childhood friend. I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, we graduated. We graduated together.
Hey, Sony, I saw you for just a second. I get to
Sony
see
is Pixel 9.
Pixel 9. There she is.
Here she is.
Good to see you for real on Saturday.
There's my husband in the back. He's sneaking.
Maggie, get out of her office.
Get out of my office.
What's he shopping for? Is that Tanner or Greg?
Oh, that's Reg. He's getting a snack.
Oh, that's right. You're not in your office. Hey, Greg. Look at him. He's laughing.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, let's go ahead. Teresa, do you want to pray tonight? You want me to do it?
You just go right ahead. You're so good at it.
Listen, I'm gonna start assigning the opening prayers. But
That's a good
anyway,
idea.
here we go. Heavenly Father, thank you for this time together. It's hard to believe that the year is just plugging along. It's already October. We have specific people on our hearts, Father, Debbie Taylor and her heart condition. We have people within our own units and our families and our friend circle, and you know exactly who those people are and what they're dealing with. So we ask you to wrap your loving arms around them and give them peace and healing. Be with us tonight and let us take what we learned tonight in our call forward to give you all the glory for our success. Amen.
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 Okay.
Anybody have something to crow about? Anything? Got something exciting? Nora's obviously ready for the holidays already.
Well, getting there. Trying to come up with more creative ways because, people have seen the same old all these years, and price points are starting to change, and I'm struggling with that because the dollar store is no longer the dollar store. And yeah, but
yeah. Well, let us know whatever you figure out, that you've got a good head start.
Hear all that, Nora, and then share with us.
Yes, please do.
Yeah, some of it I think I'm just going to swallow the extra 50 cents at the dollar store and
at some point it just doesn't, it's not worth worrying about.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Yep.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Okay. Anybody else got something to share? Something exciting happening?
Actually, I put out a question for you guys to just help me brainstorm. I always do an oven mitt with the hand soap, and the hand soap's going away. And that's a $10, that's a great gift for $10.
Yep.
So anybody got any suggestions that you can swap it out with? Like the hand creams are too much. That brings you up to 15 and 16. I don't know. We have nothing else that makes sense to put with an oven mitt. Right?
Well,
what am I missing?
Is the hand cream 12?
No, the hand creams are 14.
14.
And now the oven mitts are $1.75. So, that nice inexpensive $10 or $12 gift is now not
$18,
so expensive
$16.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'm struggling with that one. But I don't think we have anything else that works.
It's one way I have to look at it is it's not that Mary Kay is just suddenly expensive. It's just expensive. Yeah. And I don't think it's up to you or us to feel like we've got to profit less or eat extra cost. Do you know what I mean? It's like people just kind of expect, if you can give them a deal when they buy multiples or something of that nature, but we can't take on the responsibility for inflation. You know what I mean? It is what it is, and they're going to pay this for gifts everywhere, and they're not going to get anything nearly as nice for you along with it. So, I respect and admire that we all want to keep it reasonable. I understand that, and maybe some of the time that I normally charge for, or a few extras that I normally do. I might give them a break when I can, but
Right.
it's just life in 2025.
Yeah, it's
There's
true.
Kathy.
That's true. Hey, Kathy.
Hi, ladies.
Good to
So
see you.
hand cream, I think it'd be about the only thing.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no body
You're
lotion.
trying to stay in that price point. Yeah, that's the hard part of it. But yeah, figure that out, Nora. Let us know.
I will.
We come
Okay.
up with any great
I'll get
ideas.
on that.
And
It might be a new
again,
bliss. They might be, oven mitts and then your legs because you're on your feet in the kitchen all day.
exactly. They're tickled to death to get whatever it is.
Yeah.
A little
pamper set for
recipe
the
and an
chef.
oven mitt and something like a mask for them to calm down after all the cooking's done.
There you go. That's a good idea. All right.
Pamper the chef.
Yeah.
It's a pampered chef.
You're still in a higher price range. It's not just substituting a product, you're trying to find another product in that price range. Well,
Yeah.
we shall figure this out for
Stay
sure.
tuned.
I like what I just came up with. There's a company, Pampered Chef, but we could call it Pamper the Chef.
Pamper the chef. Yeah.
You put whatever it is in that thing.
Yeah.
I ordered several of
Yeah,
those hand soaps because I love them so much. I love them with the You Wash I'll Dry with the tea towel. So it may just have to be,
This is it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody else before we jump into the e-commerce?
I know.
Okay. Please, I'm gonna let you kick it off. I've got my notes and I'll jump in, but you've studied it.
I have been studying it, and there's still a lot to come. But let me just preface this with saying that what we're talking about is a pretty big change with the company. But when I stopped and really read it and digested it and did my due diligence, it's just another way for us to sell. I mean, they've given us so many ways to sell, and they've just given us another way to sell. I think that will be faster and speedier, and another way to offer to our customers. So they're calling it e-commerce, and basically to give it to you in a nutshell. And I meant to print out that cute little thing that I sent to you, Susan. Hang on one second. Let me just read it, because if I don't, I'll get too talkative, and we know
shopping
we
experience.
don't want that to happen. Okay, hang on. Here we go. So it's called the e-commerce platform. It's coming. It's going to be all the way out by the end of this year. So in 2025, sometime November, December-ish, it should be totally kicked out or kicked off. They're saying it's a bold, efficient, effective, and easier way to connect with your customers than ever before. And so what's changing? What is this e-commerce thing? They're updating our marykay.com sites. And so they're totally revamping it. It's called your My Shop is the name of it. Instead of your website, it's called My Shop. The website manager is now called the Shop Manager. We will be transitioning from ProPay to a thing called Stripe for payment processing. They will still store credit cards of your clients, so you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But but we've got some preliminary work. There will be new updates to my customers, and some of the information in my customers when they make the switch over to put my customers into your My Shop. There will be some things a little bit different there. And the thing I think that I'm most excited about is the tiered discount schedule, especially when we're recruiting brand new people who sign up and then they go, well, I can't use my website until I'm active. And, now they can use their website from day one. They don't have to have placed an order, and they will get a 30% discount when somebody orders on their My Shop through the website. They'll get a 30% discount. They won't get a 50%, but that 30% will add up with all the orders in that month. And if they add up to $450 retail, then they will then go over to active first month and get the 50% discount for that month and the following 2 months. I'm going to stop and say, you guys study this stuff, because the stuff I'm throwing out, if you haven't stopped and been in touch yet this month, you're going to go, what is she talking about? There's videos, there's information. It's all right there, and it's not as complicated as it might sound, but it is a lot of change. So, but I like the fact that new consultants could come in and start their business right off the bat, and even experienced consultants. You can, as an experienced consultant, go in and you can be completely inactive or in T stages, go in and place an inventory order for $100 retail or more, and also 30%. Okay. So if you just don't have enough to put together a $225 order, you could still order $100 and get a 30% discount. So they're helping us out in that way. And the other thing that I think that I want to make sure people know, because this is not in writing, but one of the reasons for this is the company, there were orders stuck in people's websites, like thousands and thousands of orders, because consultants who aren't working their business, consultants who are inactive, consultants who are in T status, they still have an active website, and people are going in there and placing an order, and they're either not paying attention, they don't really care, or they don't want to mess with it. Those orders just sitting there. And, that, I mean, thousands of dollars, I'm sure thousands and thousands of dollars, because you can just imagine how many consultants just might not be paying any attention at all to their website, and just orders are just sitting there. So that is one of the reasons that the company's taking over. And when people place an order on your My Shop, the order will immediately be shipped directly to them. You have no control over it at that point. The company takes it over, but you've got control before that point, and that's what I want to make sure you know. But the company will take it and go ahead and ship it. You can design the parameters, you can give shipping discounts, you can set up all that kind of stuff, but the company will immediately ship it. Susan, you were getting ready to add something.
I was just looked like Kathy had her hand up. I didn't want to miss that.
Yes, go
I
ahead.
just wanted to say that happened to me. I do keep track of who goes on my website. And I was talking to someone about a month or so ago, and she said something about an order. I said, I didn't see an order from you. And I usually get emails also saying so-and-so put an order, or you have a new order from this one. And I felt terrible, but we worked it out since May.
Yeah.
It was an $80 order.
Wow. Well, and you're like, why didn't you say something sooner? But
Exactly. I did, but life, and it just
it
was.
does.
But
You're right. We're all actively working our business and can miss an order.
Exactly.
And I'll see it and I'm like, oh my gosh, it was 3 days ago. Where was my notice? So you have to go back in. But it sounds like
I have been on the website,
Yeah.
been on my website since May. And
Yeah.
that order from Jane just never showed up, never showed pending, never showed anything. It was just
Wow.
there.
I
So it
I
sounds
have
like-
a few.
go ahead.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I would say I have some concerns, though. I mean, I understand why they're doing this, but also on the other hand, I want some control. I want to be able to upsell. I want to be able to, like, I've had people place the wrong order of their foundation, and I would catch it, but if they're shipping it out without me knowing ahead of time, and then it brings up well, if you're doing the monthly deal sheet, how do you do that? How do you do birthday discounts? Like, I'm hoping it's like it kind of was now, that you can opt out of some part of it, that they won't just immediately send it.
Well,
I don't know.
let me ask you this, Nora. What percentage of your customers actually go right to your website, place an order, put a credit card in, and ask for it to be shipped?
I would say during their birthday month is quite a few.
Okay.
And then it's gotten to the point where I just tell them, don't, just text me and I'll put the order through for you. So I guess that's what I need to.
That's
my native
exactly what it is.
customers.
Your local people. This is really designed for a new customer you might pick up off of social media who lives in California. And she's just going to go to your website, she's going to order, and it's going to go to her. And you're going to have to work to still establish that relationship at some point. But it's really, I mean, when I first read it, I was exactly the way you were. When I started, like, well, I had to take a deep breath, but I realized that I only have one customer that's local that likes to order on my website. And then she always tells me that she's placed an order. She always texts me, says, I've got an order, and she doesn't finish processing it. But, I do have a lot of website customers, but those are people that are out of town and they're fine anyway, and they only order the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But most
Yeah.
most of my customers, they call me, they text me, they email me, whatever.
Yeah, there's the
They
few.
just have to
I'm
do
also
a little
hoping.
retraining on that, you know? Because
Yes,
Yeah.
I try to tell them, make sure you text me that you placed an order,
right.
you know,
Right.
because I would miss that bit. But
Well,
I'm with you, Nora. Like sometimes they get the wrong thing, or how do I do the monthly deal
the
sheet?
monthly deals,
So
yeah. I've also had some customers that are just so tired of having to reset their password every time they log in, so they'll just do it as a guest, and then my guest ones I have go. So I had one that did her birthday order as a guest. And when I realized who it was going to, I was like, oh my gosh. So, I put credit on account and all that, but still, I hope they've fixed I hope they've made it easier to log into your own account as a customer than it is right now. Because right now it's not user friendly at
It's
all.
supposed to be. It's
Good.
supposed to
I
be
hope so.
100% different. Everything's
Good.
supposed to be up to date and up to par. And yes, yes, there's going to be, and there's videos. There's going to be
Yeah.
a lot of questions during the rollout. There's 6 pages. I printed them out today. You want to go to the Connect Hub,
The checklist.
touch, go
Yeah.
to resources, go to the Connect Hub, and there's 6 pages about what you need to know. And the most important page in this right now, I mean, you need to read them all. I mean, I sat down and read them today, and I'm like, okay, I can breathe. This is going to be okay. This is
Yeah.
going to work, I think, just fine. There's a checklist, and this checklist, and you got an email with this checklist as well. Everybody got an email. If you haven't checked your email recently, I got it a couple of days ago. This is a preliminary checklist that needs to be done this month. Okay, so these are really, this has to be done by November the 1st. And the main things are, you've got to set up, you'll continue to use your ProPay account until your Stripe account becomes active at launch. Okay, so it won't become active at launch, but you still have to go into your Mary Kay profile. Make sure you've got a social security number on file. If you don't, you'll have to add that. And then the Stripe account setup process, um, yeah, because of Stripe account. And you'll have to indicate a bank that you want your money to go directly into, because unlike ProPay, it's not a holding station. Your money will immediately go into the bank account that you designate. Okay, your commissions. But it also tells you to work on your personalized story. You're going to be able to put some personal photos to showcase you and your business online. There's going to be a setting up my shop account using a shop manager tutorial video coming later this month. So something we need to talk about
different
a
ways to
lot.
pay. Did you mention that? Google Pay, Apple Pay. I think you
Yeah,
have said
that'll open up as a way that people can pay you as well. And again, it's really just another way to streamline and speed our business, but not with the majority of customers, I think, that are local, that we're used to delivering. Obviously, inventory is still important. You go do a party, you want to be able to get that product in their hands right away. But now you can start to train your customers. How do you want them to order from you? What's the best method? And that's a great idea anyway, is to contact all your customers, say, oh my gosh, the holidays are coming. Here's what I'm doing. I've got a whole new website that's getting ready to launch. I'm so excited about it. I want to make sure that just start doing that with your customers. Some people are making little cards that they're going to put in reorder bags, which is a good idea. Because we really, if we carry inventory, we don't want our customers that are local to us to necessarily order online and have it shipped immediately from Mary Kay. But for our other people and a lot of other consultants that are watching this that may have very limited inventory, this is going to be a godsend. I really think it's going to be something that's going to help them with their business.
what I
Melanie?
wrote down is that, bottomly, it's seamless shopping. And the other thing I was thinking about, clients expect and want quick service. We live in an Amazon Prime society, and we've got to stay on top of our orders and get things to them quickly. And this sounds like a way that we can do that. Customers view and buy online. It's quick and easy, simpler, time effective. People that are new can start their business effortlessly with or without inventory. So, sometimes I go, well, golly, back in the day when we all walked uphill in the snow, but that's not what things are like today. People, it's got to be easy and not a huge investment, or they're not going to do it.
Yeah, I'm excited for the tiers. I think that's going to be a huge help in recruiting.
I think so too. People can start the business right away. They don't have to think about it. They don't have to go, well, oh my gosh, you mean I've got to place an order to be able to use my website? No, they don't anymore.
Yeah.
And any size order can be ordered from their website. It's just $100 if you're ordering on inventory on InTouch. But if people are ordering from your websites, any size order goes. And again, they accumulate throughout the month and can take that consultant into A1 status.
I didn't read that part about the $100. So say that again. If it's on, they can order any amount on the My Shop. Clients can order there and they'll get 30% off until they've hit $450 retail, and then the orders will go to 50% profit. But if they're a consultant ordering on InTouch, their minimum order is $100.
$100 retail. Correct.
$100 retail.
Correct.
Okay, and it costs them $70.
Correct.
And this is interesting too, Teresa, and I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole, but I was reading Future frequently asked questions, and was talking about how commissions are earned. Commissions are earned on wholesale volume. So if somebody's getting 30% off, their wholesale is 70% of the retail value. Is that what I'm earning a commission on? Is that higher wholesale? Does that make sense? Their wholesale, they paid more wholesale than
Right.
they would.
What you're asking.
Does that make sense?
Yes, they instead of paying $50 wholesale, they're paying $70 wholesale.
And
they're not having to pay 100% wholesale. They're not having.
As recruiters, we're paid on the wholesale volume. So I may be going off on a tangent, but I'm thinking, well, I want them to save the money. I want them to order wisely and get the best deal. But it almost sounds like as a recruiter, you're being paid on whatever the wholesale was, and the wholesale's more at a 30% off than a 50% off. So I'll have to look into that one.
Yeah, you will. That's a mathematical thing. But again, those are one of those questions that I think may not even be answered yet. I mean, I haven't seen that out there.
Yeah.
I have a question on that too, because I was looking at the chart and it said, it was showing the different ordering and what tier you're in, and they were showing like the first order was a $70, you'll get 30% off. I'm like, but I thought you said 100 was the benchmark. So if it's on My Shop, I'm curious how they're going to actually figure it out. Do they wait and you don't get paid until the end of the month? Because supposedly with Stripe, you're going to get the money every time.
Yeah. If it's on My Shop, there's no minimum.
Okay. All right.
There's no minimum.
No matter what. So somebody could order an eyeshadow.
Right. If you're an active consultant in A1, you're going to get a 50% commission back. Let's say you're going to get paid 50%, your 50% commission back on that.
Right.
If they order less than that, you're going to get a 30% commission back.
Okay.
You, the consultant. Okay.
Until you reach. Okay. So you can theoretically, I just signed my agreement. My mom just decided she wants a hand cream, and that's my first order in. It doesn't matter. I'm getting the 30% because it's online.
Correct.
Okay.
As long as it's on My Shop.
Shipping's still going to be, it needs to be worth the shipping, but you can.
We don't know exactly what the shipping is going to be. I saw that there's, that's still kind of a little bit of a gray area, but you can also designate that if you want to say orders over $50, free shipping, or, half price or $5 flat fee shipping, you are in control of that. But the other thing about this October sheet that you really need to pay attention to is, they're only the data migration that they're bringing over your My Customers. Okay. We have 10 minutes. Thank you. They're only bringing 2 years over. So if for some reason you need past history, I have another program that I put all my sales in, that so I don't necessarily use my customers for all of that. But if you do, and you want anything else besides their birthday, they're keeping their birthday, but like anniversary and all that kind of stuff, some of these numbers will be going away. Read through that. And you may just need to spend some time in my customers making sure you have all the information there that you want. So then when it migrates over, it'll give you all of that. Um, yeah, it's a lot to digest, but then I think the bottom line is it's really going to benefit all of us in a long, and
Yeah.
we just have to, it's a little bit different, and we've got to train some of our customers, but when I stopped and realized that I only have a couple of customers that are local that order online, they know better. They know to call me or text me or whatever, because I'm right here, and they get their order faster. So what other questions right now? Because there will be a zillion. Yes, Benita.
Yeah, I have a real quick one. I don't know if I saw it on Boxer or what, but it seems like I read something that you automatically will get your 50% off if you're like a team lead. Maybe I'm just thinking,
Not if you're not active, you won't.
right. You always have to be active. Yeah.
Exactly, or you won't be a team leader, correct.
Right. So, so long as we are active with 225, which mine's usually always more than that, just like kind of like Nora, but as long as you remain that, you get your 50% off, correct?
Correct.
You don't have to be a team lead in order to receive that 50% off. I wish I knew where I read that at.
No. None of
I'm
that
so
is
glad. Everybody on here, we're not going to be ordering at 30% off because we're always active.
right.
Exactly.
And even
Okay.
if you're A2, you're getting 50% off.
Yeah.
So,
Right. All the way up to your A3, right? So,
I don't think it's going to affect really any of us, the tiered, but it could affect our recruiting because there's people that say, I can't do Mary Kay because I can't afford inventory. Well,
Yeah.
I still believe
excited.
inventory is the way to go, but you may find that you don't need to carry quite as much, or maybe
right.
clients
So
are
then those people, because I have at least 4 people that are personal use, so they would just be at that 30% unless they reach that 450 in a month.
Correct.
Okay. All right. But they're going to at least get 30%.
You can't do 200 retail this month and 250 retail next month. It has to be in the same month for you to be in
1 month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the following months, following two.
But they're still going to be able to save money, and they can encourage people to order off of their website in order to help them to reach that 50% off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
I'm excited to reach out to people that fell off, and just explain like, gosh, this is going to make it so much easier for you. This is great.
30% versus no 0%.
Yeah. And having to place every so often at 225 when those personal use, if they don't have other people, I always had other people. That allowed me to always be active when I was personal use. So I knew how to work it. That way, those people that don't get it, but they still want their product, then they're going to get at least 30% off.
Right.
So, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
They may be fine with that. Hey, it's something.
Yeah.
It takes me back to the old days.
We had a 40% discount thing, remember?
225 and a 400, you got a 40%, 45%, or 50%.
Yep.
And we had to
remember that
every single time we placed an order. It had to be 400 wholesale, 800 retail to get 50% off.
It did.
There was no earned discount privilege.
No.
Because we were holding parties. We were holding 45 parties a week.
Yeah, right. We were making money. Yes, still making money. It's a new world though, and I will say, if you all haven't played with, I'm just going to put this out there, and maybe we'll spend a whole nother meeting talking about this. I am really geeked out with this GPT chat stuff. It has, if I need to post something or send something or do something or create something or whatever, you ask it, and it does. It's like having an assistant right at your fingertips. It's pretty amazing. So, the future is just rolling right along.
It is.
Okay, and GPT chat. So we'll be posting a lot of information as we get it. I'm going to post all these handouts and all that kind of stuff on our group pages. And if you've got specific questions, don't hesitate to call us, text us, ask us, get ready for the future. And I think Mary Kay is really smart with this. I think it's going to be a real benefit for all of us.
All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Have a great week, and
thank you for explaining. Thank you for explaining.
You're welcome.
Teresa did most of it. I did read. I had good notes, and Teresa, you were given the right information. I was following. Yep.
Double checking. Good. Check mark.
Y'all take care. See
All
you
right,
Saturday.
Thank you.
Okay. Love you.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.